So the lab scope is displaying higher amperage on the bad motor. What makes higher amperage? More resistance. There's so much resistance there, it's demanding more amps to get that motor to work.
Well, it looks like I've made a mistake here, and some of the viewers have caught it and brought it to my attention. Sometimes my brain and my mouth aren't on the same page, and that's what happened. But it's a big enough mistake that it needs to be corrected, and it presents a great opportunity for a teaching point. Remember back in our early electrical training classes, we were given this formula.
E equals I times R. Now that's pretty confusing, but the E stood for electromotive force, the I stood for intensity, and R for resistance. Now that's kind of confusing, it's not real relevant, no wonder nobody likes to use Ohm's law. So over the years we've found a way to make it a little bit more meaningful, or simpler to understand. And here's what we've done. We basically take the E and get rid of that and change it to a V. The E, remember, stood for electromotive force, that's what it is, but it's more commonly known as volts or pressure. We take the I, we get rid of that, and we change it to a C, or current. Remember, the I was intensity, or the C is current, or the flow. R is resistance, that's still pertinent, still relevant, so we leave it at resistance. Volts, current, and resistance. At least now we're using terms that we really use.
What I said on the video was that the amps were going up because resistance was going up as well. In fact, just the opposite is true.
So here's our equation. Current equals volts divided by resistance. Now if this half of the equation changes either up or down, the other half has to change as well. As an example, if we have 6 amps, that's 12 volts divided by 2 ohms. Now if our current actually does go up and the voltage stays the same, then our resistance has to go down. So higher current means lower resistance.